Aegaeon, also known as Briareus, is a fascinating and somewhat lesser-known figure in Greek mythology. He is one of the three centimines, or hundred-handed ones, born from the union of Gaia, the earth, and Uranus, the sky. Aegaeon's most striking characteristic is his extraordinary appearance. He is said to have had 50 heads and 100 arms, making him a truly monstrous and terrifying figure. Yet, his story is one that touches on themes of power, rebellion, and redemption, all of which make him a compelling figure in ancient myth. The Centimanes were born at a time when the world was still in chaos. They were one of the many monstrous offspring of Gaia and Uranus, alongside other formidable creatures like the Cyclopes. Uranus, fearful of the strength of his children, imprisoned them in the depths of Tartarus, a dark and terrifying place beneath the earth. This act of cruelty enraged Gaia, who sought to free her children from their imprisonment. In response, she asked her son Cronus, who was already plotting against his father, to help her overthrow Uranus. This event marked the beginning of the Titanomachy, a war between the Titans, led by Cronus, and the Olympian gods. In this context, Aegaeon's role becomes crucial. Despite their fearsome appearance, the Centimanes were initially imprisoned in Tartarus and could not join the fight against Uranus or the Titans. However, when the Olympian gods, led by Zeus, eventually challenged the Titans, Aegaeon and his brothers Cronus and Gyges were released from Tartarus. The three Centimanes played a pivotal role in the defeat of the Titans. Their immense strength, which was matched only by the vastness of their number of arms, allowed them to launch a barrage of rocks and debris at the Titans, helping to tip the scales in favor of the Olympians. After the war, Aegaeon's allegiance was with Zeus, and as a result, he was honored and rewarded for his loyalty. Some myths even depict him as a guardian of the sea, where he was said to control the waves and calm storms. This transition from a monstrous figure of chaos to a loyal ally of the gods reflects the idea of redemption in Greek mythology. While the Centimanes were once imprisoned and feared, they became essential in maintaining order and balance in the world, assisting Zeus in his rise to power and stability. Aegaeon's story is one of transformation. From a figure associated with primal chaos and monstrous strength, he evolved into a loyal servant of Zeus, symbolizing the idea that even those who seem too wild, too uncontrollable, or too monstrous have the potential for change. In Greek mythology, this theme is recurrent. Many characters, even the gods themselves, undergo transformations that reflect their growth or their shift in allegiance. Aegaeon's transformation from an imprisoned giant to a powerful and respected figure in the divine hierarchy echoes the larger narrative of the gods' struggle for control and order in the cosmos. Furthermore, Aegaeon's 100 arms and 50 heads serve as symbols of boundless strength and power, but also of a certain kind of overwhelming force. His immense power could be a source of both destruction and protection, reflecting the duality often found in ancient myths. Aegaeon's power was not just physical. It was also symbolic of the forces of nature, the chaotic energies that could be harnessed either to destroy or to protect. His power over the sea after the war underscores this. He was a being of nature, capable of both calm and storm, echoing the unpredictable forces of the natural world. In sum, Aegaeon's myth is one of contrasts. He begins as a terrifying creature, one of the many monstrous offspring of Gaia and Uranus, whose birth brought chaos and fear into the world. But through the Titanomachy, he becomes a symbol of loyalty, redemption, and the ability to transform even the most chaotic forces into something constructive. The image of Aegaeon, with his 100 arms and 50 heads, is not just one of terror. It is also one of immense potential, a reminder that power, when harnessed, can create as much as it can destroy. His story invites us to reflect on the idea that even in our darkest and most chaotic moments, there is potential for growth, change, and ultimately, redemption.